Ringo TV Reactions, back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to work.
Yo, nigga about that paper. 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 Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean and skip me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah, I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Yo, nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on the jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Yo, nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but if it's the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
Welcome to the stream, Ringo TV Reactions. Back at you again with another one. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me crystal clear. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. Willie D lied to everyone. That's right. Willie D lied to everyone. And we got to talk about it. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of justice. And I don't like frauds, bullies, people that will sell their soul for $1, manipulate their viewers. The word on the street is that Willie D Live had his interview with Katt Williams tucked away. He never released it because he was fearful that there was going to be a controversy regarding him having Katt Williams. He was concerned about the relationships that he had with other people. It is also said that within that interview, there was sections that were cut out of the interview where Katt Williams allegedly went in on another guy, but for some reason, Willie D took it out of the interview. We're gonna cover that. Another woman on YouTube exposed that. So we're gonna do a reaction with her video later on. Perhaps I might release that in the morning and then give her her just due for bringing out that bit of information. But he lied to us. We got the receipts. We got all the info. Because based on what's going on, he didn't release the interview because Katt Williams disrespected him in the interview, See, I'm hearing all of this talk about Katt Williams claim he's Vlad TV and said that he has the worst questions. When I tell you, I didn't watch that whole interview because it was boring. I only watched a few minutes, turned it off. It was trash. And then I kind of skimped through it little by little. I'm like, listen, I can't watch this. But I actually let the video play. I let his interview play this time while I'm working in my room. And at the end of the video is when you can see the frustration on Katt Williams as he's dealing with these foolish questions. And he basically called him out and was like, yo, you're Vlad TV. Why? Because Willie D was basically trying to set this brother up. Asking him questions that makes no sense. Asking him questions about the industry. Like, do you like the industry? Like, what do you, like, who does that? Who sent this agent named Willie D? Who sent him? And this is why he never released the interview, because he was disrespected right to his face. So I'm trying to figure this out, Willie. Katt Williams disrespected you right in your face. Katt Williams disrespected you in your face, in your own bootleg ghetto studio. And you didn't do nothing about it. But you got all this smoke for YouTubers. You got all this smoke. All these words you want to put out there. But you lied to the people. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to show you a receipt to show you that he lied to you. I want to see. Do y'all want to see the receipts? Do you want to see the receipts to prove that Willie D willfully, deliberately lied to you, to manipulate you to gain views? That's what he did, y'all. He lied to us. He lied to everyone on social media. So now we got to bring out those receipts. We got to bring out those receipts, fam. Let's bring them out. Let's bring out the receipts. We got to do this thing right. Let's see if we could do this thing real quick. Let's see what we got. And again, as soon as you join in the live, click the like button 1 time. We need those likes to match the views. So if there's 232 people in the building, we need 232 likes. That way this video could get pushed into the algorithm. We need all of those people that went over there to listen to that Willie D live. We need them to come over here. We need them to see the evidence. So you got to click that like button so YouTube can push this video all over the place to get all these people over here, because we doing this live, not a pre-recorded where you can edit it. No, we're doing this live so that if I make any mistakes, you see the mistakes. We don't got to go edit nothing. We're going to talk fluent live, right? Well, how do we know you live? How do we know that? Well, let me look at the chat. Let me see who's in the building. We got Gerald in the building, Gerald Thomas. We got Star Seed, right? We have, who else? We got Love and Happiness. So clearly, I'm live, right? All right. Let's get these receipts on the screen. Exhibit A. Willie D's Instagram. On his Instagram page, and again, I found this information out from another sister. So, I think her name is, what's her name? Let me give her credit. Let me see if I can get this info. I want to make sure I give her credit. Notice how I did that. You saw how I just did that? I'm not just going to act like I just found this out of the blue. I'm searching, I'm looking for information, and I saw a sister, and she pretty much made a video. Maybe other people did the same thing. But I want to put her out there because I'm going to do a reaction with her video as well. So I want to make sure that I give her credit. It's like I know her name, but it's like it's slipping on my mind right now. I never downloaded her video. Let me see. Let me check my history. Let me get her name, because I like to do things in decency and order, right? Let me see, because I was just tuning in and I saw. Okay. All right. I think this is the video. Okay. The sister who shared this info, because her video is titled Willie D Caught Lying for Views and Bill Bellamy Exposed. Her name is I Am Courtney Michelle. That's her name, right? We're gonna review her video because in that video, it got some information that we gotta talk about. But because of her video, I was able to go look up this info. And lo and behold, the receipts is on the screen. So let's get down to business. Notice I always give people their proper credit. I'm not like these YouTubers that come on the air, act like it's all about them, don't want to shout nobody out, don't want to give nobody no credit, want to regurgitate information and act like it's theirs. No, I give credit where credit is due. Now, let's get down to business. Let's check out these receipts. Willie D Live came on his Instagram and was like, Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview on Willie D Live, Tuesday, January 9th. Really? That's false advertisement. Because if you already had the interview done 2 months or so early, or around September, November, somewhere around there, September, October, November, if you already had the interview in the stash, why would you write on your Instagram that Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again? Sound like you trying to clout chase off the other brother. So you lying, bro. You straight up lying at this point. You're literally acting like you got something new. So he lied to everybody, y'all. Willie D is a liar. He said Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again. Again? So you trying to follow the footsteps of Club Shay Shay. You said that he's back again. How could he be back again? That sounds like it's a new interview. You're trying to make it seem like right after Club Shay Shay, you hit up Katt Williams on the phone like, yo, bro, could we do this interview? All right, cool. So you falsely advertise this as if though it's something new that you're releasing. That Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again. When you done did the interview already, your interview was old. In a new explosive, notice his words, a new explosive interview on Willie D Live. Watch and listen as I ask Katt the questions you want answers to. Are you seeing this? Totally false advertisement. And the clown still have it on his Instagram. You would think that dude would delete it so that people like me don't find it. So that people like Courtney Michelle won't find it. So that other YouTubers don't find it. You would think he would have deleted it, but no. He said, watch and listen as I ask Katt the questions you want answers to. When he already did the video already. It's not new. This guy is a fraud, bro. A total fraud. But yet people think that he's true. No, dude is a fraud. Exhibit B, his video title: Katt Williams goes in again, clears the air after breaking the internet. Bro, that title is misleading. That title is misleading. Because he said that Katt Williams goes in again. Again, which suggests this is a new, updated video. He goes in again. Clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie. How could he clear the air after breaking the internet? He lied to you, fam. All you folks out there that subscribe to this dude. He lied to you right there. How could he put a title saying clears the air after breaking the internet? How could he do that? How could he break the internet? How could he say break the internet after he break the internet if his video was already done and it was in the stash? If Willie D already pre-recorded his video and it was sitting in the vault, how could he put a title on his video like that? He misleaded everybody. He made you all believe that there is more. There is new information. A total clout chase. This is why he can't stand people like me. This is why. Because I call out the BS. Raw and uncut. This is sad, man. So off the brink. Dude is a fraud, a liar, false advertisement. How could you trust this dude? All of this to gain the views. Because while you clicking on his video, you're assuming that it's a brand new video. Brand new. Let me tell you something, Willie. Shannon Sharp did his video before you. Even if your interview with Katt Williams was done first, Shannon Sharp did his interview before you. You know why? Because he released his to the public. He released his to the public. By him releasing his video first, it doesn't matter if you did yours first. Yours is last. Because he did the proper business move. And you know what's so sad about this? And we're going to get to the tapes where you try to manipulate your audience about, oh, you're doing a good business move. This is a good... Listen, you viewers out there, you got to pay attention to when someone's manipulating you. There is no such thing as a good business move when you're releasing an interview late. That's not a good business move. If Willie D would have released his video first, his video would have blew up. It would have blew up. But he was scared of success and he wanted to protect his relationships with various other people in the industry. So to have a Katt Williams on who is a controversial figure, it means the possibility of Katt Williams saying something that may offend people that Willie D is in business with or may have relationships with. So he didn't want that. This is why he said in his live show that if Katt would have went out of pocket, he would have basically censored him. You see that? So he misleaded you, the viewer, all for the sake of gaining those views. That's what he did. False title, misrepresentation of the truth. He lied on every regard. But you know what's so interesting about this? The fact that Even Katt Williams was bored and tired of his questions. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Because this speaks volumes. This speaks volumes to the facts. Let's check this out real quick, fam. Let's check this out because this is crazy. Let me get the volume up. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. All right.
I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
You see that?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You see that?
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You see how Katt Williams was upset? You see how Katt Williams was upset? Oh, you don't know who you talking to. You don't know who you talking to. Katt Williams recognized that Willie D is acting like he the police. He's pulling a Vlad TV, y'all. Y'all can't see the play? Dude is an agent. The dude tried to entrap Katt Williams to talk about the industry to get him in more trouble, y'all. Y'all can't see the play? A black man trying to line up another black man, bro. Y'all can't see the play? Why he asking him those questions? Come on now. He doing the same thing a Vlad TV would do. Let me tell you something, Willie. You trying to be Vlad TV. Fam, put a 1 in the chat if you ain't noticed. When you see Willie D's video introduction, it starts off with that same static electricity just like Vlad TV. Copycat. Copying. If you look at Willie D's intro, when it starts up just like Vlad TV, fam. Yo, you a copycat, bro. You don't got no originality. And this is so sad. You copying off of Vlad. If you do a side-by-side of Vlad TV's intro with Willie D's intro, same sort of method, same type of similar sound effects. He trying so hard to be a Vlad TV. This is sad, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
I like it.
Now you
I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't care what nobody say. Katt Williams is smart, fam. He's smart. He's smart. Y'all don't understand. The man is smart. The way he answered that question, it got Willie D upset. That's not what he wanted. He wanted him to talk about what he don't like about this and that and all these other things to put Katt Williams in hot water with the industry. I'm telling you. But Katt Williams understood the play.
All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does.
Fam, if you don't, listen, you know how many bars he was dropping right there? Do you know how much, listen, he was uppercutting Willie. He was giving him left hooks. He was literally speaking in all sorts of metaphors. He was rapping right there. He was literally hitting him with bars. It went right over Willie's head, bro. You got to listen to what he's saying, fam. Listen to what he's saying, man.
Control of your mind.
Listen.
Flourishing has never been better.
Let me start it back.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I like it.
Now you let's.
I love my op as myself.
He said he loved his op as himself. Now, what does the Bible say? To love your enemies, to do good to them that despitefully use you. Are you picking up on that? Are you picking up? Willie don't want to hear that. Willie do not want to hear that. Listen.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better.
He's speaking positive vibe, positive energy. You understand? Positive vibes, positive energy. That's what's going on.
All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you...
Is that the Courtney Michelle that's in the chat? Is that the Courtney Michelle of the YouTube channel that I mentioned? I just want to know. Let me see. I don't know if it is or not. I just wanted to know because it says Courtney M, so I don't know. But let me get back to the video. Let me rewind it back a little bit more.
It's flourishing. It's never been better.
See, he's being positive because if you look at that interview, he was being, Willie was being negative, trying to entrap Katt into saying things that's going to get him in trouble. And man, there's a section, I forgot to clip that piece, man. There was a section, I don't know if I got it. No, I seen it on somebody else's page. There was a section where Willie was basically saying that if he's in agreement, with you, and like, all right, it was a section of the video where he was talking about Steve Harvey. And he was like, I don't rock with him. I don't rock with Steve Harvey. He said, now, if you with that and you want to go in and go ham, oh, I'll let you do it. And I'm like, bro, you a hypocrite. So you would let a man go in if it's addressing Steve Harvey, but if Katt Williams start to address people that you're cool with, all of a sudden now you'll censor him? You're a hypocrite, bro. This is crazy, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do.
Listen, he's punching Willie in the face right here. If you stop thinking the way you do, Willie, he's talking to Willie. Listen.
And think another way, it might help you. And
Wow.
You'll know right away if it does.
Man.
That's the benefit, is each one of these days you're getting.
Listen, Katt Williams is too smart to even be on that broadcast, bro. He's too smart to be sitting in front of this guy, man. And I can recall it was something that Katt Williams said during the interview where he talked about wanting to be around like-minded individuals like himself, people that can think, because he's hitting Willie with bars, and for some reason, Willie can't even see what's coming.
could really be the one. What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow, he said sorry, Vlad, bro.
What you talking about, Willis?
Y'all hear that? He said, sorry, Vlad. Sorry, Vlad. Yo, he just disrespected Willie to his face. I'm trying to figure out, Willie, you talked all of that talk, right? About if somebody got this and that, say it to your face. Well, he just called you Vlad, bro. Basically, he called you the police. He basically just called you the police. And you ain't do nothing about it. You just did one of them fake laughs, them situational ethics. That's what situational ethics mean. It's like whatever the situation called for, just adapt to it. You ever had people that don't like you, and when you say good morning, they say good morning, but they don't like you. They just adapt to the situation. You know what I mean? If somebody laugh, they all act like the joke is funny. But really, they don't like you. They only laughing because everybody else is laughing to try to hide the fact that they don't like you. That's what situational ethics is. Let's go back to the tape.
I ain't seen nothing.
Notice I ain't seen nothing. I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not gonna tell. Why you trying to line me up? You trying to make you the police, Vlad. Vlad. That's what he's basically saying. Let's rewind that back. Let's go. And listen to the question. Listen to the question, because it's crazy.
Could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Sorry, Vlad. The sad part about this is he asks the same question twice in two different ways. That's what the police do, fam. Did y'all peep that? He asked the question twice in two different ways. Y'all ain't get it? He asked the same question in two different ways to try to get Katt to trip up on himself and expose different details that is not supposed to go out. That's why he says, sorry, Vlad. Because he could see that he's doing the same method like Vlad TV to make you tell and incriminate yourself. That's what he's doing, fam. Check it out.
In your time in this entertainment space.
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow.
I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
It's like this interview was an interrogation, bro. It was like if Katt was at the police station and they interrogating him. That's what I'm seeing here. And you could tell that Katt don't even want to be there anymore. He's just trying to get through the interview. But he was already frustrated already. He was bored. And he was tired of the dumb questions. Let's go.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no.
You see that? Now, come on now. Willie, you said when people disrespect you, you're going to handle your business and how they say it to your face. He just called you Vlad TV to your face. He disrespected you. Why you ain't do nothing? Why you ain't do nothing? He called you Vlad. That's disrespect. He disrespected you right to your face. And you ain't do nothing. That's crazy. You ain't do anything. I'm going to say this once, right? I'm going to say this once. One announcement, right? To anyone that want to support the stream, use Cash App only. If you use a super chat, I don't shout out super chats or read super chats. I got to make you understand that. That's why I have my Cash App pinned at the top. I appreciate all support. But when you use super chat, you're literally taking your money, right? And you're giving YouTube 40% of your money. That's what you just did. You're giving YouTube 40%. You get what I'm saying? And it's not the preferred method if you're going to support the show, because you're supporting YouTube with 40%. And then Uncle Sam come in and do what he got to do, and then I get whatever's left over. That's not cool. So if you want to support the stream, hit the Cash App at the top that's pinned right there. But salute to Man-Made Media. I appreciate your support. Next time, use the Cash App. That's the best method to use when supporting the work, right? So anybody else, if you use the super chat, I'm not going to shout you out. Don't take it personal. It's just business. I don't have time to keep shouting people out. We do the shout outs at the end of the stream. That's why I read out all the Cash Apps and acknowledge everybody that contribute towards the work. That way we can keep everything in decency and in order, and we don't distract from the show, because a lot of viewers that are viewing right now, they really don't want to see me going back and forth, shouting everybody out. It just ruins the whole broadcast. So we're going to do the shout outs at the end of the stream. Appreciate your understanding. Let's get back to the tape.
Here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing.
That's a fake laugh that Willie D is doing. He's really upset at this point.
Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's going to be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime. Yeah. Sounds like Stop or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
He don't really appreciate him. Willie D don't really appreciate him. You can see the way he's postured in the chair. He's not happy. He was upset, fam. He was upset. He's going to get even more upset, fam, because right now, Katt is about to literally disrespect him right to his face. And I ain't see Willie do anything. That's how I know he's a coward. All that talk he talking on social media, bro, you a coward. This man checked you, disrespected you right to your face in your own studio. Whatever studio that is, he disrespected you, and you ain't do nothing about it.
Appreciate you having me. You're an icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would
look at his face. Katt Williams' face says it all. He's like, bro, I've been here dealing with this interview, bro, and your questions are the worst questions ever. Listen to this, man.
In time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's gonna mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
Once that happened, that is when Willie D said, you know what? I can't put that interview in the public. He disrespected me. I'm in my feelings. And he kept that interview tucked away because he didn't like what happened. He didn't like being compared to Vlad, and he didn't like Katt Williams saying, you asked the worst questions. He felt some type of way about that. And that's why he kept the video tucked away. He kept the video tucked away. And again, the Courtney lady, she exposed some audio from, I guess it was from somebody else's podcast or a phone call, I don't know where. And it is alleged that, let me see if I can get that again. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get that. She said that in that same interview, now I don't know, this is alleged, I'm just reporting the news, but according to Courtney's video, there was a section of that interview that was removed that dealt with Bill Bellamy. And it was said by a source that can confirm this, that Katt Williams went in talking about Bill Bellamy, exposing him, allegedly. Involvement in some sort of rainbow or whatever the case is. So, hey, it is what it is. We're going to review that video later on. So now, if this guy edited his video and took out sections, that's not a good interviewer. Never remove footage from an interview. When it's an interview with a comedian or anybody that's popular, You keep all of the data there for the people. Let the people judge. Your job is not to be having favoritism. You're supposed to be a guy that is neutral, where you hear both sides and you just let the guy rock out. But he felt some type of way and allegedly removed material. You're gonna have to answer for that, Willie. You're gonna have to make a video and answer for that, because based on the tapes, it is alleged that this interview was edited and information was removed that Katt Williams allegedly put out there about Bill Bellamy. We need to see that footage. We need to see the video and confirm the tapes. Don't hide the material. Because we already talked about how you misled the public. And for those of you that are now joining in, I'll give you a little recap. Willie D lied to all of you. All you folks that are tuning in right now that looked at Willie D's interview with Katt Williams, he lied to you. He lied to all of you. And I got to make this clear. Again, on his Instagram, guys and ladies, Willie D made this particular post right here. Check it out. He made this post 4 days ago, y'all. 4 days ago, he made this. Now check it out. It says Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview on Willie D Live. Well, how can it be new? It's not new, it's old. He already had that interview tucked away that he hid and didn't release because he was scared that it wasn't going to do the numbers. He also tried to protect anyone else from being exposed by Katt Williams. And he was afraid of the backlash he would get on social media for even having Katt Williams on his show. All of these things was confirmed because he only released the video once he saw Shannon get the numbers. Once he saw the millions upon millions of views, he said, nah, I got to get this bread, man. I got to get this money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie to the viewers. I'm going to make them believe that Katt Williams is back with a new video, because look what he said. He says, watch and listen as I ask Katt the questions you want answered. You want answers to. Question. How many of you wanted to hear the questions that Willie D asked Katt Williams? Because this is what he said. He said that, hey, come watch my interview because, hey, I'm going to ask him the questions you want answers to. That's crazy. So everybody was expecting him to ask questions that are brand new, because you thought that by him coming from Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, you thought that when you go over there to Willie, it's a brand new interview. Again, let's go back to the information to prove that he lied to you. His video title is fraudulent. Katt Williams goes in again. What? Again means new. It means that there was one before and then one came after. He goes in again. Clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie. It was recorded before he broke the internet. It was recorded before he broke the internet. It was recorded before he broke the internet, not after. So his video title is misleading to you viewers. He lied to you. This is sad, man. And we're talking about integrity here. What we're trying to establish is being truthful to the viewer. As a content creator, you got to be truthful to the viewer. You can't be misleading the audience, because once we can find that you lied, your word is no good. And what I'm trying to prove is that he lied to you. Let's get back to the tape, find out what's going on. Let's go.
The Honorable Katt Williams.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He wasn't happy with that because he know it's fake. He wasn't happy with that. He know it's fake. I mean, come on, fam. Look at the studio setup, man. What is this place?
What you talking about, Willis?
All this money you making, and you got Katt Williams on a cheap banquet table with a $35 chair from Target. Fam, you got some old drapes covering some old table, wires everywhere. Like, what is this, bro? What is this? Got some 20-inch monitor just showing your name. What is this dark room? This looked like the scene from, what is that movie where the dude says, you know you fucked up, right? You know. You know you messed up, right? That's what it looked like. It looked like a scene from that movie. This is crazy. All this money this dude making and don't even got a proper setup for his guests. I know that chair is uncomfortable. I know that chair is uncomfortable, fam. This is sad, man. This is really sad, bro. Let's get back to the tape.
More talk.
Nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing.
Wow.
And you can count on it. Nobody's gonna mimic your questions.
Man.
So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
It's an honor. Thank you. He was being sarcastic to Willie, bro. Totally disrespected him in his face. In his face, fam. Katt Williams wasn't happy, bro. He wasn't happy with that interview. He wasn't. But now, to the audience, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to the message that I want to really bring out. This is all the introduction. And this is enough to be a video. We could shut it down right now and call it a day. That we see, we got all the proof. But now we getting into the live stream right now. Now we getting into the stream. Let's break down him admitting that he was jealous, envious of Shannon Sharpe, clout chasing to the max. Let's get that on tape. Let's review that. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Because I'm tired of these charlatans, these frauds that are manipulating the people to get these views. There's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with getting views. But when you're manipulative, lying to your audience, putting fake titles, making the people believe they're getting something fresh and new from Katt Williams, as if though he flew down to your studio to clear the air after breaking the internet, that's a lie. Because you already had the interview before Shannon Sharpe had his. But you were too scared to release it because you were fearful of what the public will think. And you didn't believe you would get the numbers, but you decided to ride the wave of Club Shay Shay because you couldn't do it on your own because your channel is struggling to get views right now. With almost 1 million subscribers, you ought to be embarrassed by the low views you get. You ought to be embarrassed. With 900,000 subs, you're supposed to be getting hundreds of thousands of views every single time you drop a video. So surely the people that are subscribed to you are not watching you. Seriously. Let's get to the tapes. Let's play the tapes and find out what's going on, fam. Because this is about to get real, fam. He exposed himself badly.
To, first of all, speak on this Katt Williams interview, specifically on Willie D Live. Now, most of you have expressed gratitude for the interview. Some of you expressed disappointment. I conducted the interview in a way that some of you just did not agree with. You disagree with my line of questioning. Let me break it down to you, fam. First of all, salute to Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp for being Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp.
That don't even make no sense what you just said right there. Like, that don't even make any sense. It's like you don't even know what to say. Like, we don't even know why you wasted your time even going live. You were in your feelings. And you know what? They always say, never make decisions when you're in your feelings, because you're going to always make mistakes and you're going to end up exposing yourself. He was in his feelings because of critics and detractors, and he went live. He went live and put his foot in his mouth and exposed himself. We didn't even have to do anything. He did it himself.
Without both of them being exactly who they are, that could not have happened. That viral moment where they broke the internet could not have happened. And my video
was boring. Right.
That followed up to their interview.
No, it didn't follow up. No. You already had that video. You already had it already in the stash. You're just clout chasing off of his wave because you wanted to get a bag. Club Shay Shay is getting a lovely bag. Fam, those of you that are viewers, the business of YouTube is serious. The views alone on Shannon's video, just the views alone, give him a bag that is crazy. I'm talking about crazy. Matter of fact, the bag that Shannon gets off of that one video, if we just go by the numbers, if you're just getting your yearly salary from your 9 to 5, his video would make you good for about 2-3 years. I'm talking about a bag. Massive bag, bro. You'll be good for about 2-3 years. You don't even got to go to work. Just that one video. That's why he came out the closet to release his video, because he's like, man, Shannon beat me to the punch. Shannon beat me to the punch. Yeah, because he's a businessman. You're not. You held on an interview that would have got way more views because of Shannon's video. If you would have released your video, if you would have released your interview the day you did it and drop it and say, I don't care what happened, you would have got numbers. And then by the time Shannon would have did his interview, your video would have got even more views, because guess what? People are searching for Katt Williams. His name is buzzing in the algorithm. So your video automatically is going to get numbers. How many of you content creators that are watching me right now had an old video on your platform that was popping at one point, but the publicity died out? But when that same person got back in the news again, all of a sudden people started watching your video again, and it's like you started earning money on that video again. And you're like, hold up, what's going on? They're searching for that name. So your video is being suggested to these viewers. You understand? This is why Willie D said, you know what? I gotta come out there and release my video. I gotta get this bread, bro. I gotta get a bag. And he's gonna get a bag. Even though his video was boring and it was whack, Willie D is gonna still get a bag with 5 million views. He's gonna get a good pay. Yeah, he is. But he's not getting the pay that he wanted. And that's what's eating at his heart right now, is that he misses opportunity again. Watch as he explains it.
Would not have performed as well as it's performing. What I mean by that is, besides Shannon and I having completely different interview styles, all the comedians that previously made comments on Shannon's show that Katt took offense to were part of a bigger theme. Katt went to that show with a chip on his shoulder.
Do you see how he's speaking against the man? See, that is what Willie D wanted to avoid. He didn't want to avoid how all those comedians and all those different people was coming out of the woodworks for Katt. He didn't want those relationships that he have with different people to be like that. He feared the backlash. He feared the criticism, the business opportunities. That's what he feared. You see that? How you gonna say the man went on Club Shay Shay with a chip on his shoulder, but then have the audacity to go on your page talking about, hey guys, Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview on Willie D Live. Hypocrite. You a hypocrite, bro. You a straight up hypocrite. Because you saying he went over there with a chip on his shoulder, but then you telling the audience, hey, come on over to my page. There's a new explosive interview waiting for you. And then when you go watch his interview, it's boring. And you get upset that you even clicked on the video and watched it and gave him any sort of views. This is what he did. He played everybody, y'all, for the bag.
I did not have that dynamic. I've interviewed many comedians, but most of the comedians, most of the people that Katt spoke on, well, at least several people that he had spoke on had been on Club Shay Shay already. And Katt took offense to some of the things that they said. And so he went there with a chip on his shoulder.
How you gonna say the man went there with a chip on his shoulder? He went there and spoke what needed to be spoke. That's what the people wanted to hear. That's what the people wanted to see. The people have spoken. They enjoyed Club Shay Shay's interview. They found your interview to be boring because you're the kind of guy that like to suppress people. You didn't want Katt to go up there and be himself. You know what I mean? You wanted to censor his words, censor what he say, edit what he do. And like I said, it is alleged that there was a section of the interview with Willie D and Katt Williams that was allegedly edited out of the interview, where it is alleged that Katt Williams went in talking about Bill Bellamy and it was removed from the interview. If that's the case, that's a bad look on Willie D. Because why have a man in your studio to interview and then you edit in parts out? Let the man rock out. Let the man rock out so the people can decide what they want to do.
Now, I could not have planned something like that.
Of course, because you're not a good creator. Listen, you're not a good creator. Your studio sucks. How you gonna bring guests into an interrogation room? All that money you got, all this money you making, you don't have no professional studio. This is embarrassing, fam. You gotta do better.
If Katt had came on my show,
listen,
and started going off like that, I probably would have dialed it back, because invariably people are going to have differences.
Are you seeing this, ladies and gentlemen? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? If Katt Williams would have came on his show doing what he did on Club Shay Shay, he said he would have dialed it back. which mean he would have suppressed the man, censored the man, and possibly edit the video. These words spoken by him can be used to confirm the alleged info that may have been allegedly edited and removed from his interview about Bill Bellamy. We're gonna review that video from Courtney. We're gonna review that. Let's get back to the tapes.
They're going to come on the show. They're going to have differences with people, and they're going to speak on it from time to time. But I have a slightly different style when it comes to things like that. I try to get an understanding when there's beef between people that I know.
This is crazy.
Or even when there's a situation where I'm unfamiliar with and there's drama and I know about it, if I speak on it, I try to quell the noise. I try to dial it back and try to get an understanding.
Are you listening to this, fam? Are you listening to what this man is saying? He would dial it back. So he's not going to make the man rock out. He's not going to do that. He's not going to let him just do his thing and go out there and you know, speak his mind, speak his piece. He's going to ruin the moment. And you wondering why you don't got those views. That's what you're wondering. You're wondering why you don't got the numbers like Shannon Sharpe. You're wondering why. It's because of this very moment. You don't want the man to be himself. You want to suppress his words. You want to calm him down when he's going in. But again, you made these false statements claiming that Willie D had this explosive interview that everybody needs to see on your page. This is what you're saying. You made it seem like he's about to go in. You got the people all hyped up. Like, yeah, man, Katt Williams is about to go in. Come on over and watch my interview. And now you saying you would have dialed it back. Bro, you a fraud.
Understanding that you're not always going to get an understanding. Sometimes people just don't like people, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, like I said, most of the time, if something like that happens, I'm going to try to dial it back.
You're a bad interviewer. If you got to dial it back, you're never going to get that viral moment. This is why Club Shay Shay blowing up. Not only that, Club Shay Shay gained hundreds of thousands of subscribers off of that, just that one interview. Literally. I watched the subscriber count jump from one number up a couple of 100,000s. This is why Willie D can't get no viral moment, because he's sensitive and he would dial back the man's words. In other words, if he see him going in, he'll be like, yo, chill, man. Yo, fam, you know what I'm saying? Don't say that, you know what I mean? Don't say that, you know? Yeah, he gained literally over 500,000 subs, bro, off of one video, bro. That's success. That's crazy. That's like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna break that record, fam, but that's crazy numbers, man.
Unless it's somebody I just don't like Steve Harvey. We got that in common. Me and Katt and Mark Curry got that in common. We don't rock with that dude.
Wow.
And so if Katt would have started speaking on him on my show, get him. Unwind, let loose, let it.
Do you see what he's doing here? So if Katt disagree with that guy, he'll let him rock. He'll let him go out there and say whatever he got to say. He's being a hypocrite. He's literally being hypocritical, if you really ask me, because what he's essentially saying is this. If Katt is talking about somebody that I'm in business with, if Katt is talking about a friend of mine, I'm going to dial it back. But if he's talking about this particular brother, act like a lady, Steve Harvey, whatever his name is, if he's talking about him, oh yeah, you can go in. That's bad, bro. Yeah, he's a hypocrite. He's very hypocritical, fam. Not the type of guy you do interviews with.
Go.
Let me rewind it back.
But in common, me and Katt and Mark Curry got that in common. We don't rock with that dude.
So basically, you only rock with who don't rock with whatever. So in order for anybody to be cool with you, they gotta not like the people you don't like. Listen, those kind of people I don't hang with, bro. I don't like people like that. How many of you ever had a person, right, that you're cool with them, but they're beefing with somebody else? And because they see you talking to the person that they're beefing with, they get mad at you. How many of you had that happen? That's crazy, right? Listen, if you beefing with dude, that's your problem. I'm still cool with them. I'm not gonna not be their friend because you and him got some sort of issue. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm sure we all been there, and that's not cool. You don't put people against each other because you got a beef with them.
And so if Katt would have started speaking on him on my show, get him.
Wow.
Unwind, let loose, let it go.
That's hypocritical. You just expose yourself. Nobody could take you serious at this point. You literally just expose yourself. That's hypocritical. Because you just said if he would have went ham, you would dial it back when it deals with people that you know, people that you may be cool with, business relationships, friendships. But if it's somebody you don't like, you don't mind if you could put a battery in his back so he could go ham on them. That's crazy.
But it would not still have been the same style interview, because if you pay attention to both interviews.
Why are you comparing interviews? Your interview sucked. It's not even nothing worth comparing. Your interview was whack. I'm just being honest, fam. You're horrible at content creation. Again, you're horrible at content creation. Your video just sucks, guy. Look, at the end of the day, somebody got to tell you the truth. It sucks.
My interview was more about Katt Williams, the man, the person.
No. That interview sounded like you were interrogating him like you work for the police. You know what I mean? It even got so bad that the man literally looked at you and basically disrespected you to your face. You know what I mean? Let me get that tape where he disrespected you to your face. Let me play that. Let me put that over here. See if we could get that tape. Let's see where we at. Okay, let's start it over here. Let's see if we got it.
Like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry.
He can't stand his questions, y'all.
Nothing. I like it.
Shit,
Let me
I don't know
fast
who you
forward.
think you talking to. Shit.
Possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way. It might help you.
Check
And
it
you'll
out.
know right away if it does.
Listen.
That's the benefit, is each one of these days you getting could really be the one.
Watch how he disrespect Willie D right to his face by accusing him of being Vlad TV, which means he's calling him the police. Watch this.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow.
What you talking about,
I
Willie?
ain't seen nothing.
You see that? Basically called him Vlad TV, disrespected him right to his face because he didn't like his silly questions. That's why I said he's silly Willie. You know? But listen to this part here, fam, where he literally said that Willie D's questions was the worst questions ever, fam. Listen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go. Let me get it back.
Man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I
really
appreciate
do.
you.
Hold on.
Asked was you
You just decided.
Hold on. Let me find it.
and just the fact that you would spend time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You're the You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
And he said he appreciated him after getting disrespected. That's crazy, bro. Literally, he said that he had the worst questions, bro. The worst questions. So it's very clear that even Katt Williams know that Willie D suck at interviewing and asking questions. Now, let's get back to the tape so we can find out more of this information. This is some shocking information, fam. I can't believe this guy even went live to expose all of these details, knowing that us creators are gonna review these videos and further expose the fraud, the lies, and various other things. And if you're now joining in the stream, I would appreciate it if you click the like button. We got 1,156 people in the building. We need these likes to match the views. If we can get these likes to 1,000, YouTube is gonna throw this video all through the algorithm so more people could come over here so that we can pretty much get this party started and get down to this work, fam, because there's a lot of information here that you need to hear. Let's go.
His upbringing, his triumphs, his setbacks than other comedians. Shannon interview that he did was explosive.
Yeah, and yours is not. Yours was not. But see, in your false advertisement, you said Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview. That's what you said. That's false advertisement. That's false advertisement, sir. You made the people believe that they were going to hear an explosive interview, but they didn't get that. You lied to them. Let's go.
I don't think I could have captured that if he had came on my show and I had put that, if I had had that same type of energy from him. I don't think y'all would have gotten 40, 50 million views from that.
You see, the worst thing you could do is doubt yourself. That's the worst thing you can do as a businessman, as a content creator, is to doubt your own success. Never doubt yourself. But that's what you did. That's why you didn't release the video, because you were concerned that you're not going to get the numbers. Let's go.
Because that's just simply not my style when I do interviews.
It's not about your style. It's about letting the guests rock out. See, Willie, you don't understand business. On YouTube, right? For example, the people that are viewing this live stream right now, right? They want to hear what I have to say about the situation regarding you and Katt Williams. That's why they're here. They want to tune in to hear what the title says, right? Not misleading them, not lying to them. They want to hear me deliver what I said I'm selling, which is a video talking about Katt Williams disrespected Willie D live and the real reason why you released the video. From the beginning of this live stream, I've delivered what I promised. So as a content creator, this is what people are interested in. They're not interested in you, Willie D. They're interested in Katt Williams. Again, Katt Williams came from Club Shay Shay. The audience believed that you had something new, but you didn't. You had an old interview that you were trying to use to get your numbers up to get an easy bag. And you got an easy bag off of the interview. Yeah, you did. But the interview was garbage. And you lied to them by making them believe it was going to be this explosive interview full of energy. It was boring. On Club Shay Shay, the energy on that show was dynamic. The lighting, perfect. Good aesthetics, fireplace, nice seating, camera movement. Those of you that watch my live streams when I have the multi-camera setup, you see all the different cameras and how they move. You see Club Shay Shay have the same type of camera movements. Why? Because that is what makes good visuals for the audience. But your studio, Willie D, is like an interrogation room. It's dark. It just looks bad. It's not cool. So there was really nothing explosive that happened on your interview because you misled the people with false titles as well. Because as you can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, On his video, it says Katt Williams goes in again, clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a false title. Why? Because how could he clear the air again when Willie's video was tucked away, hidden from the public, when he kept it in secret? He already did the video. So Katt never broke the internet yet. So how could he mislead you with a false title like that? Come on. Look, all I'm doing is calling out the hypocrisy. Ain't nothing wrong with getting bread. Ain't nothing wrong with getting numbers and getting views. But you mislead the people. You lied to the people, manipulated them in order to get your numbers up. That's wrong. And on top of that, to add insult to injury, you made this particular video that you made here to address the critics and detractors by calling us uncivilized mutts, claiming that we're hating on your viral Katt Williams interview. Nobody's hating on you. You're a failure. You dropped the ball and you dropped the bag. It's just that simple. Club Shay Shay got the bag. You got the crumbs. Bars. Let's get back to the tapes.
I try to get to know the guests. I try to get you guys to know it because my goal is to bring information and instructions to help y'all navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world.
We don't want to hear that. We want to hear what Katt Williams have to say. Listen, this is how I know you don't know how to interview. When you interviewing a guest that is like, for lack of better words, the people's champ or somebody that's popular or somebody that's in demand, nobody don't want to hear your gospel of saving the world. What we want to hear is what Katt Williams have to say. That's all we want to hear. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear about you helping anybody to navigate. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear what the man have to say about what's going on in the world from him, from his perspective, not yours.
That's what I do. Try to give you a more insightful look of the guest, give you more information, ask some questions that you probably never even heard. Now, but bigger than all of this, some of the biggest complaints that some of y'all are having is, well, you know, you ask the same questions that Shannon asked and da-da-da. What most of y'all don't have any idea of is
that you had the video tucked away because you was scared of success. You didn't want to take risk and you kept the video back and you dropped the bag. You dropped the ball. You missed your opportunity. You missed the shot. You missed it. You gave Club Shay Shay the opportunity. And when you saw them getting the bag, you decided, you know what, I got to get mine. I got to get me something out of this, man. So I'm going to ride the wave of another man. Another man created the wave for you to eat. You couldn't even do it yourself. Imagine you had an interview with Katt Williams tucked away and kept it secret, which means you would have never put the interview out there until Club Shay Shay put it out there. You would have never released that if it didn't go viral on Club Shay Shay.
My interview was done prior to Shannon releasing his interview.
You see that?
I did the interview first. In fact, I spoke with Katt a couple of days ago, and he revealed to me that he did the Shannon Sharpe interview after. Now, I had the interview in the can for a couple of months. The reason why I was holding it because
you were scared of success. Because you was afraid of controversy. That's why.
I have a new venture that is launching this month.
Katt, I don't want to hear that, fam. Who holds and sits on an interview with Katt Williams? If I did an interview with Katt Williams, and I don't interview people, by the way, but if I did an interview with Katt Williams, the video is going to be released immediately. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to interview him. No, I'm going to take the opportunity and release my video. So he dropped the bag. You understand? He's a failure. And he don't want to admit the fact that he failed. It was a failed mission. You had the shot. You had the opportunity. And you gave it to Club Shay Shay. He took advantage of the opportunity, and now he's eating well while you're sitting there getting the crumbs. And you're mad about that.
And my plan was to put out the Katt Williams interview at the top of the year and use it to launch my new venture.
Katt, why would you waste time using his interview to launch your new venture? Who does that? That's Katt. You're making an excuse for your failure. Just admit you're a failure. Just admit it. Because a Katt Williams interview is a gold mine. Matter of fact, I would go as far to say anybody that's on YouTube right now that may have done a Katt Williams interview and it was sitting, or you had it on your YouTube channel, I can guarantee you right now your video, if it's old, got some new views because people are searching for new information. So for this guy to say that he tucked the video away and waited, that's bad business. You're supposed to release the video now. That is like Katt Williams and Club Shay Shay interview dropped. It's viral. Everybody on YouTube's talking about it. But I do a video, right, today, but I don't release it on YouTube till a year later.
What you talking about, Willis?
That wouldn't make no sense. If you're going to talk about the issue, you got to talk about it now while it's popping. You don't talk about it later down the road when everybody done did and exhausted the material.
To go with that interview first, I got a lot of other explosive interviews. You've seen the Mark Curry interview is out right now. Dope, super dope interview.
The only reason why that video is getting any sort of traction is because of the fact that you released the Katt Williams interview. I told you already. That's the only reason why. It's not because you're good. You know what I mean? So don't try to use another interview's success with the interview you got right now with Katt Williams. That interview failed. Even if it got you 5 million views, it failed because you're the one who's supposed to be eating and getting the real views, but you failed and you're upset about that. I get it. You know, you can cry. Hey, you can go home, you can cry in a corner somewhere. It's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? The lesson learned here is next time you do an interview with somebody, release the interview. Release the interview. Don't hold the interview in safe.
But I was gonna launch with the Katt Williams interview. When I looked up and saw Shannon had already put out the interview, put out his interview, which I had no idea that he had an interview.
You got butthurt and you got jealous. That's what happened. You got jealous when you saw that. When you saw Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay, man, you were highly butthurt. You was like, my goodness, man, he beat me to the punch.
Katt told me about that. Katt said that he should have gave me a heads up that he had did that the Shannon interview was coming, but I guess he didn't really think to give me a heads up because he was thinking to himself, well, he's been sitting on the interview a couple of months, I don't know what he's gonna do, whatever, but I'm going to do this interview.
He got to get his bread. What are you talking about? He don't got to tell you nothing. Business is business. You failed. Business is business. You had an interview with him first. You ain't put out the material. That's your fault. Nobody to blame but yourself. You can't blame Katt and say, oh, Katt didn't give me a heads up that he did an interview with this guy. It's not his job to do that. He trying to get his bread just like you trying to get your bread too. Business is business. If you did an interview with the man, it's your responsibility to put the tape out there. You held on to it. That's why you failed. You know what I mean? And you should be satisfied. You got 5 million views. That's a nice check. That's a nice bag right there. A lot of content creators don't get those kind of numbers just like that. So you're going to get a bag regardless. Not a bag like Club Shay Shay. His bag is crazy. The numbers that video got, man, The views that are on that channel for that one video is enough views that the average content creator might get for all his videos for several years of them being on YouTube. That's a crazy payday, fam. Not including all the other videos that are on the platform. Man, the numbers is just, it's crazy, bro. He's literally laughing all the way to the bank, bro.
Shannon. So when I saw the Shannon interview,
Somebody said struggle D. Yo, that's crazy, man.
my first reaction is, whoa, like everybody else. But from a business standpoint, I'm going, whoa, because now this throws a monkey wrench into my business plans.
He said it threw a monkey wrench into his business plan. No, when you saw Shannon interviewing that brother, you was like, my goodness, man, this guy beat me to the punch. You got jealous, bro. That's what happened. Just admit it, fam, because you felt it was rightfully yours. You felt that that moment was for you. You deserved it. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, for lack of better words, if I can give you an example, it's sort of like as a brother, you dating a sister or you trying to, this is a perfect example. You're at the 9 to 5, right? You and your coworker, y'all go to the pizza shop, get some pizza, and there's this fine sister that worked there, right? Every day you go there, you always smiling in her face, talking, and you're not really going in. You're not really shooting your shot. It's like you're trying to be a Mr. Nice Guy, and you've been doing that for 2 weeks. And then one particular day, you invite your coworker to come with you to the pizza restaurant. He go there, you spitting some sweet nothings to the sister, but then your coworker, he go in. He start dropping that game with his mouthpiece, shooting his shot. Next minute, he gets shorty number. Now you sitting there mad. Fam, you had the opportunity. You dropped the ball. And it happens to a lot of guys out there, fam. They dropped the ball because they didn't have the balls to talk. And another man was able to come in, get the woman, and do what they had to do. Let's go.
So my first instinct is to hold the interview for 2 or 3 months. That's what I was going to do. I was going to hold the interview for 2 or 3 months and wait till all of this stuff cooled down.
What? Are you kidding me, fam? Somebody in the chat said, Ringo, you need to do a topic on 215 people buried in Mississippi. I don't care. I don't care. How about you go do a video on it? It's crazy when people come to the platform saying, Ringo, you should do this. No, you go do it. I'm already doing what I got to do. I don't got time to be worrying about that. I'm worried about the content that I'm dealing with right now. You go start a channel and you do a video about it. People get buried every single place. I don't got no time for all of that controversy. Let's go.
I was going to hold it and wait till all of this stuff cooled down.
That's crazy.
But then I said, well, you know, what if I hold it and somebody else beat me to the punch again? So at that point, I made an executive decision.
An executive decision? Fam, you sound crazy, bro. You literally said you're going to wait for everything to cool down. This is crazy. And then he said, you know what? What if somebody else beat me to the punch? Revealing the fact that somebody did beat him to the punch. And that is Club Shay Shay. They beat him to the punch. Club Shay Shay beat him to the punch, fam. Let's go.
To drop my interview. Now, as I said, you could take that exact same interview and put it out, and it still wouldn't have done the type of numbers that Shannon did, because that was a different dynamic at play.
Yeah, the dynamic was your video was dynamically boring. That's the truth. You know, I understand it hurts. I get it. You're mad, but the video was definitely a different type of dynamic. It was boring. That's the difference.
Different things are going on within the context of the interview. in that Shannon interview that was not going on in mine. The stars aligned. That was a juggernaut interview. That's something that don't happen. 40, 50 million views for one video, an interview, that don't happen for podcasts, in the podcast world. That was a juggernaut. So when I decided to put my interview out, here y'all come. Well, why you wait till Shannon put his interview out before you put yours out? You clout chasing.
You are clout chasing. And why you wait for Shannon to drop yours? You looking bad. It would have been better to not even put the video out. Because all you're doing is just making yourself look like you a clout chaser, because you are. You're riding the wave of Club Shay Shay. You are. You're riding that wave.
Let me ask your silly ass something. What would you have done? Let's say you got a Katt Williams interview in the can, and somebody drop a video and the video go haywire. Millions and millions of damn views. What would you do with your interview? Would you sit there and wait and wait and wait like I had planned to do initially? Or would you go, you know what? Shit, man, the wave is already in the water. Let me ride this damn thing.
He just confessed right there that he's clout chasing. And he's trying to justify the fact that he was clout chasing. He's basically trying to make us agree with him for riding the wave of Shannon Sharpe. In other words, since Shannon is getting numbers, since his views is going crazy, might as well I jump on board and deceive the audience into believing that I got something new in order for me to get views too. That's basically what he's doing there. And this is why he misled his audience by saying in his video title, Katt Williams goes in again, clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie. His title on his video is extremely misleading because that's not true. How could you say Katt Williams goes in again? No. You said that he clears the air after breaking the internet. He never cleared the air at all in that interview after breaking the internet. You're a liar, and you manipulated your audience, new viewers, into believing that you had this new explosive interview when it was all a lie. You're just clout chasing off of the wave that was already created. You didn't have the ability to create your own wave. You decided to ride the wave of Club Shay Shay. That's sad.
The wave is already in the water. Let me get on it.
Wow.
I have no shame for doing that.
Do you see that? He had no shame. He had no shame. Why do you even have to bring up shame? Sounds like you're feeling guilty. I mean, it would have been, listen, we would have respected you a little more if you would have just said, hey, fam, I'm just going to clout chase. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm just going to try to get my bag because I know I failed. I dropped the ball on this one. You know what I mean? Club Shay Shay beat me to the punch. And I'm just going to clout chase, get my numbers up. Y'all can say what y'all want, but hey, I'm just keeping it real with y'all, man. I'm just going to clout chase, do what I got to do to get these numbers, man, by any means necessary. People would have took you a little more serious. But you out here trying to make it look like you made an executive business decision. No, just call it what it is. Clout chase for views to get a bag.
What would you have done as a businessman?
See, he's asking us a question. That is, listen, he's manipulating you right now. He's using reverse psychology. He's trying to make you answer for him to justify the fact that he's clout chasing for views. He's basically trying to make you guilty of the same thing he's doing. In other words, what would you have done, brother, if this married woman would have walked into your room and said, hey, I'm going to give you some head? What would you have done? Come on now, you're a man just like me. What would you have done? Hey, brothers, what would y'all have done if this sister would have walked in and said, hey, I want to give you some head? What are you brothers going to do? All the brothers would have been agreeing with him. Yeah, I would have did what I had to do, man. I don't care. Nobody don't know. Why? To justify the evil that he's doing with that other man's wife. So when he's asking you this question, it's reverse psychology to make you focus only on the money. In other words, hey, I know it's wrong. I know it's manipulative, but hey, we're going to get this bag, bro. So what say you, audience? And what did the audience do? The audience agreed with him.
That's what I want to know. Because if you say that you would have done anything different,
listen,
I would believe that you a lying ass.
Do you see that? Now he uses shame, guilt, insults, and the need to be right. Shout out to the late Kevin Samuels. You see that? Now he used shaman language to shame you if you don't go on board with it. In other words, brothers, if you're not trying to get head from that sister who is married, if you don't want to do it, then you don't like women. Shaman language. Or you're of the rainbow. Shaman language. And that's what he did right there. He's basically saying, if you don't go with it, if you don't release your video to get those views, then, you know, you're a fool. You're an idiot. That's what he's basically saying, fam. Check it out. Rewind it back.
I have no shame for doing that.
Listen.
What would you have done as a businessman? That's what I want to know.
Don't ask us what we would have done. Just speak your mind. You're using manipulative tactics, fam. I can read you, fam. Easy.
Because if you say that you would have done anything different,
then that is manipulation. Because if you're saying if we would do anything different, then you're not even giving us a choice. That's manipulation. You know? That's manipulation right there.
I would believe that you a lying ass.
How could we be a lying ass for not going with the flow? We're not like you. I'm a man of integrity. I'm not going to come out and manipulate the viewers just so I can get an easy bag. I'm going to accept the fact that I failed. I'm going to accept the fact that, yeah, I released the video, but I would have titled it properly. See, you didn't do that. See, if I were you, right, which I don't want to be, but if I were you and I released the video, I would, number one, not release my video saying Katt Williams goes in again, clears the air after breaking the internet. I would title the video something along the lines of my Katt Williams interview before Shannon Sharpe's interview, with details that may interest you, or something along those lines, letting the viewers know that this is actually an older video. I would have put in the description that this is an older video. We recorded it on September, October, November, whatever month it was in, and we never released it. And we're releasing the video now because of the situation with Shannon Sharpe, and we're just going to release it now. If you're interested in our video, check it out. It is what it is. That's what I would have did. I wouldn't have lied to the people by making it seem like they're getting something new. And that's what you did because you're a man of bad character. You have no morals or ethics. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And if you would have done anything different, it would explain why you probably are not good at business.
Wow.
Why you are probably struggling.
Now he's using more shaman language by saying you don't understand business and you're struggling financially. What does that have to do? Because who are you talking to? Why are you accusing people of struggling financially? Why it has to always be that? Clearly you're clout chasing, you know? And it's interesting how when we do these type of commentaries and videos, people always say you're hating. No, what we're doing is we're holding this fraud accountable. Because based on the facts, it's very clear that he's using manipulation to gain the attention to an interview that is obsolete. Like it's not even needed anymore. Like it makes no sense to watch his interview when Shannon has the superior interview. It makes no sense because you're going to get bored and you're going to go to sleep anyway. Like seriously. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, look, guys, look, I don't know who you are, you know, but let me give you a little public service announcement. If you're a person and you are struggling, let me put on my commercial voice. If you're a person and you're struggling with sleep, if you're a person and you're struggling with sleep, and you're having a hard time getting good night rest, all you have to do is watch Willie D Live's interview. You are guaranteed to fall asleep in the next 5 minutes.
What you talking about, Willis?
Guaranteed, or your money back. I'm telling you, fam, if you have problems sleeping, all you gotta do is just watch his interview. You'll fall asleep like right away. Let's rewind it back and get back to the tapes. Let's go.
What would you have done as a businessman? That's what I want to know.
You're a bad businessman, fam.
Because if you say that you would have done anything different, I would believe that you're a lying ass.
Wow.
And if you would have done anything different, it would explain why you probably are not good at business.
You're not good at business, fam. You kept the video hidden. Like, how you gonna talk about other people not being good at business when you kept the video under a rock the whole time? And now you want to put it out there because you see the success of Club Shay Shay's video. You did bad business. That's not good business. You're now trying to get the crumbs. You were supposed to get better numbers. Your channel was supposed to blow up overnight. Like, literally. You were supposed to hit like 2 million subs overnight. But you dropped the ball. Why? Because you're just not good at what you do. Just accept it, fam.
You are probably struggling financially.
Yeah, he definitely is struggling financially, and he is projecting at the scam. He's definitely struggling financially because the things that Willie D is actually saying is what he's going through. When he speaks, he's projecting his own insecurities, his own struggles. The money is not what it should be. You know what I mean? So it's like it's bothering him. You have to understand, he's a very prideful, arrogant man. You know what I mean? I studied him. Very, very prideful, got a big ego, and he literally took an ego shot because of this situation. It's like it's really bothering him. This is why anybody that criticizes him, he starts to cry like a baby. Grown man can't take criticism. Why? Because his heart was broken that his interview with Katt Williams pretty much flopped. You know what I mean? Nothing against Katt Williams. He's doing his thing. The point is the interviewer, he is the one that destroyed the opportunity. He ruined the moment. He dropped the ball. He fumbled the bag. It's his fault. Katt Williams is going to be Katt Williams and do what he got to do. But based on what I'm hearing in these YouTube streets, again, in case you're joining in on the stream, it is alleged that part of the Willie D interview was clipped out. This is alleged info coming from another source. We're going to review that video as well in another stream or another video. But it is alleged that there was a section of the interview talking about Bill Bellamy, where Katt Williams went in, and it's alleged that the video, that section of the interview was removed. And for all we know, it could have been other sections of the interview that was allegedly removed too. And that's not good. That's not a good interview. And that's not good business to be cutting pieces out.
Clout chasing. I already got clout, sucker.
You don't got no clout, fam. Stop. Bro, I don't know if anybody told you, but you're old and washed up. Keep telling you, man. Your time is up. Like, stop it. You have a whole new generation now. Nobody, there's people that don't even know you. I'm just being honest, fam. Somebody have to tell them the truth, fam. You know, on social media, everybody believing all this clout stuff, all this stuff. Fam, if you don't make it to the kingdom of the Most High, fam, your clout don't mean anything. Hey, I'm just saying, fam. We talk all this talk about all this clout, but if you don't get through them gates, bro, your clout don't mean nothing. Real talk.
I don't chase nothing.
You were chasing after clout the whole time, fam.
I got a bum knee. I got to get knee surgery. So I ain't chasing nothing.
You got to get knee surgery because you old. I'm just saying, fam. Look, hey, everybody's a comedian nowadays. I'm just cracking my jokes. You know, you got to get knee surgery. I don't know, man. I don't know if you was on your knees. I don't know. Everything is up for speculation, fam. You know? But anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
The same people talking down on me about my interview are many of the same people who was talking down on Shannon. Y'all remember when Shannon's video first, before I dropped my video, how so much energy was focused on how bad Shannon's interview was? His interview skills, he ain't talking enough. He asking the wrong questions. Y'all remember that? Now all of a sudden, they on my page saying how Shannon should have gotten that interview. He should have went to Shannon and did Shannon Club Shay Shay. How Shannon did.
Bro, just admit you're jealous, bro. Just admit it. Just admit that you're jealous, bro. Absolutely jealous. This is sad, man. Absolutely sad. Let's go.
Interview was so much better. That it's the same people who was talking shit about Shannon is over here talking shit about me. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't no damn journalist. Never claimed to be. Never ever once said that I was a journalist. I cover news. But to me, a journalist is somebody who went to school and got a degree to do it.
Yeah, but you don't got no degree and no high school diploma. I can tell. I can tell that you don't have any degrees, nothing, no plaques on your wall at all. I know it hurts, man. I know it bothers you a lot, but hey, we got to do the content. Let's go.
You know, perhaps I'm wrong in my definition, but that's, you know, like a person that has learned, that went to school and to do all of that stuff. That ain't my style. I ain't no damn Ed Bradley. Don't bring y'all asses over to my channel looking for some Ed Bradley shit, because you ain't gonna get it.
Yo, somebody need to get this guy some milk. Somebody need to get this guy some milk, fam. He's in his feelings a lot, bro. I don't know, man. This, you know, you can tell this guy was not on no football team, no baseball teams, no basketball teams. You could tell. You could tell he was never really into any sports or anything like that, or whatever the case is, because for whatever the case is, it's like criticism and Willie D just don't go together. Because those of you that been into sports as a kid, you know you had to have tough skin to take a lot of criticism from your coaches screaming at you.
I don't care. Don't come over here. Don't bring your raggedy ass over here looking for no Shannon Sharp shit. You ain't gonna get it.
It's a lot of feminine energy, man. A lot of feminine energy coming from him, bro.
You're gonna get some Willie D.
What? Whoa. Whoa. Pause, bro. Yo, he said you're gonna get some Willie D.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's crazy, bro. Man, let's rewind that back, man, cause that's a fragrant foul right there, bro.
Something wrong in my definition, but that's, you know, like a person that has learned, that went to school and to do all of that stuff. That ain't my style. I ain't no damn Ed Bradley. Don't bring y'all asses over to my channel looking for some Ed Bradley shit, because you ain't gonna get it. I don't care. Don't come over here. Don't bring your raggedy ass over here looking for no Shannon Sharp shit. You ain't gonna get it. You gonna get some Willie D.
Whoa.
Love it or hate it.
Whoa. Bro, you gonna get him some Willie D.
Girl, you heard what he said? Yeah, I heard what he said, girl. He said he gonna give us some Willie D. Wow, that's amazing.
Man, yo, this is crazy, y'all.
I got my own lane. I do me. I would advise you to do you.
Yo, imagine that echo that's in that house, man. That house needs some furniture, bro. It's a lot of echo in that house, man. You need to put some acoustic treatment or something on them walls, bro. Imagine him in the house screaming and yelling at the camera, man. And it's like he's just in here, he in the house alone. Screaming and yelling, bro. This is crazy, man.
Some of y'all asses are just messy. That's right, I said it. Some of y'all are just messy. Y'all want the drama.
Yeah, that's exactly what people want. The drama. What's the matter with this guy? This guy don't know nothing about social media. People want the drama. That's right. Nobody don't want to watch no boring video, fam. For example, we have 1,100 people here right now. You know why? Because of the drama. This is why, see, Willie, this is why Club Shay Shay got the views and you don't. Because they understand what the viewers want. You don't. That's why your video sucks. That's why. The proof is in what you say.
But I don't do drama.
Wow.
I do information and instructions to help my people navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world.
But you call us uncivilized mutts. That's what you called us. You called us uncivilized mutts. So that's what you believe we are, fam. You believe we're all uncivilized mutts. How could you say that to us fellow black men and women? And then you disrespected the grandmothers, the mothers, and everybody else. We talked about that in my last stream, fam. To the 1,100 that's here in the building, the previous stream that I did, you can look it up on the channel, we went in talking about how Willie D Live disrespected mothers, grandmothers, the elderly, sickly people. He even disrespected children. He didn't say F your children, but he said F whoever you love. Whoever you love, which means whoever you love. So if you love your children, he's talking about your children too. But he didn't say it because he knew that that would have been very, very, very dirty. So he said F whoever you love, which includes your children. Let's go.
I don't even necessarily do interviews. I have conversations.
Nobody don't want to have no conversation with you, fam, so just stop. The people wanted to hear Katt Williams. They wanted to hear him rock out. They wanted to hear him go in because they know once Katt Williams start up and he go in, he ain't gonna stop and it's gonna make for a good show. That's what people wanted to see. Your video was so boring. There was no vibe to it. You ain't have nothing there. It was boring. Completely boring, fam. You disappointed everybody. Everybody that clicked to watch your video only stood there for 10 minutes. I guarantee you, fam, if you go to your analytics and you look at the viewer retention and you look at how long the average viewer watch your video, it'll probably say 5 minutes.
And when you have conversations, sometimes you're gonna mispronounce a word.
Uh-oh, now he's gonna get upset because people were going in saying that he was mispronouncing words and various other things. So now he's gonna give us this big lecture on how in school he was this person, he did this and he did that, and all this other stuff to make us think that he's some straight A student. Let's go.
Unfortunately, we mispronounced a word and we looked it in the editing. And the word was
overlooked it in the editing, fam. In the editing. I'm telling you, man, it appears that footage was taken out of that stream, allegedly, fam. In the editing. Meaning that if he would have known that he did any sort of mistakes or fumbled with words or mispronounced words, they would have clipped that in the edit process. Are you picking up on that? So they edit the video, y'all.
Prosperity. And I think I said prosperity. Now, obviously, I know how to pronounce prosperity, but they all in the comments. Look, he don't even know how to talk. Say it with me, Willie D. 1, 2, 3. Prosperity. Like y'all dumbasses ain't never made a mistake pronouncing a word.
Now he's projecting his own insecurities on us. No, fam. You're just mad. Just hold the L, fam. It is what it is. Let's get back to the tapes.
Obviously, I know how to pronounce prosperity. I wrote a political satire column for Vice.com. I wrote for 4.5 years an advice column for the Houston Press.
And your live video or your interview still sucks. Even with all the press writing you did, it still sucks.
Complex Magazine.
We don't want to hear that, fam. We want to hear Katt Williams.
Have come to me for articles that I have published.
So what? Who cares?
My editor told me many times
that your video sucks.
What you talking about, Willis?
That I was the best writer he's ever had.
Cap. So hold up, whoa. Hold on, man. Pause. Did you hear what he just said, fam? We gotta rewind that back, man. Listen to this, man.
That I was the best writer he's ever had. And I'm not even educated in writing like that.
So hold up. He had you? Say it ain't so. Wow, yo, he just exposed himself, man. The editor had him, bro. I ain't say it, fam. I'm only repeating his words.
Self-taught. I didn't go to college for all of that. I learned by listening, watching, and doing.
Why are you telling people all of this? Why are you explaining to everybody all of this, fam? Just admit you're illiterate. You know? There's nothing wrong, fam. We could get you hooked on phonics. I believe you could I think you could still get hooked on phonics on Amazon, right? I think on Amazon you could still get it. I'm just saying. Let's go.
My editor told me I was the best writer he had ever had. I think the Houston Press at that time had been around about 40 years. Because when I would deliver my articles, there was very little editing that needed to be done.
Really?
I delivered 4 responses every single week.
Wow, man, you're amazing. Wow. Man, bro, you're so educated.
For 4.5 years, never missed a week.
Really?
Discipline.
Wow.
4.5 years, I delivered that column.
But your video interview still sucks. Still sucks, man. No matter how much of that paperwork you did, the video still sucks.
Those articles for that column for 4.5 years, every single week.
I think that Willie D dropped out of junior high, bro. Because, you know, I understand a lot of y'all might be fans of the Ghetto Boys, but when you really think about it, fam, the Ghetto Boys, dropping out of junior high, the title, the name, Ghetto Boys. You get my point? Let's go.
Skip 1 week. And at the most, he's probably had to edit.
Why is he telling us all of this? This is crazy, man. Like, nobody cares about this. Where's Katt Williams at? Let's listen to Katt Williams, man. I'm pretty much tired of hearing this guy, man. Like, seriously. Let's hear what Katt Williams had to say, fam. Let me rewind back the tape with Katt Williams, man. Because this dude right here, he bugging out, man. He absolutely bugging out. Let me see if I can get this. Hold on a second. Okay.
I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you talking to. Shit, I don't know who you think you talking to. Shit, I don't know.
Look at Katt Williams' face, fam. He was pissed right there. If you look at Katt Williams' face, man, he was upset. Because this dude was asking him so many foolish questions. He's like, you don't know who you're talking to. I don't think you know who you're talking to, or some nonsense like that. Like, in other words, don't lie to me. He felt that Katt Williams was holding back and not giving him the answers. Listen, let me explain something to you. When interviewing somebody, I'm pretty sure if I was interviewing somebody, I would do an excellent job. One thing you have to understand, Willie, or Silly D, right? Silly D. When you're interviewing someone, the reason why they're not giving you a response the way you want is because your questions suck. Your deliveries suck. You don't make the person comfortable. You're just not entertaining. And you don't do your research. You have to have a style that is going to make the person you're interviewing react and be, excited about answering. You got to make them go into story time. This is why you suck at interviewing, because when you ask questions, your questions is supposed to have 3 questions in one, so that the guest goes on a storytelling mode. That becomes very entertaining, because when you ask certain type of questions that have 3 questions in one, they got to answer the question, but they first have to give you the story. This is what good interviewers do. They know how to ask the 3-in-1 question. See, I'm giving you game right now. When you ask these type of questions, it will make the guest speak on it. They're going to have to prove the point. They're going to be entertaining. They may go in, and especially if you got some drinks, it's going to be really entertaining because they're going to go on a story. All of this we've seen on Club Shay Shay. Because Shannon would ask him one thing, but then he'd ask him something else, and then he'd interject and ask him something else. So what happened is Katt had to answer all 3 of those things all in one, which made an entertaining show. Let's get to the tapes.
You think you talking to?
I like it.
Now you Now let's.
I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work, and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit, is each one of these days you're getting could really be the one.
But he missed out on that one, and I'm referring to Willie D. He missed out on his real viral moment because he's getting the crumbs of the viral moment. He's not getting the viral moment that he should have got. And that's beating him. Is beating him up right now. His heart is broken because of this interview that failed.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Listen.
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow. Wow.
I ain't seen nothing.
What you talking about, Willis?
I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen anything. In other words, I'm not talking to the police. I'm not talking to the police, fam. So now, Katt Williams disrespected Willie D right to his face. But Willie D did nothing about it. But when critics and detractors react to his content, he throw out threats, curse out their mothers, their grandmothers. talk about, yo, if you got something to say, you know what I'm saying, say it to my face. But the man just disrespected you right to your face. Called you Vlad TV. And you ain't do nothing about it. Why you ain't tell him, yo, get out my studio? Why ain't you flip? Where's all that energy? See, this is what I mean, man. Let's get back to the tape.
Anything that I've done 2 or 3 times a month.
Oh, wrong tape. Let me go this screen here. Okay.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden...
You were doing so good. What are you talking to a grown man like that? You were doing so good. So, basically, he want Katt Williams to be on his best behavior. This is why people are looking at your interview as boring. Because you're basically saying he was doing so good, but when he called you out as Vlad TV, now you upset. Oh, you were doing so good, and now you're going to compare me to Vlad TV? Come on, man. He disrespected you right to your face. You ain't do nothing about it. Why? Come on, man. Answer the question. That's all I'm saying. Because you had all of that smoke for YouTubers. You had all that smoke about, yo, if you're going to criticize me as if though you're in my face, as if though somebody's supposed to be scared. But this dude just checked you. He just disrespected you right to your face in your studio. Or whatever that place is. You know. Got some cheap screen behind him. Look like it's an old Zenith TV. That's sad, man. You got to spend some of that money YouTube giving you. You got a lot of creators like that. You got a lot of YouTubers that make money. They don't ever spend their money. They don't ever spend their money, fam. Don't be one of them people, man, that got a lot of money and you don't spend your money. Those are the worst kind of people. Look, ladies and gentlemen, real talk, real spit. If you're a person, right, at the sound of my voice, and you make a lot of money, like, use your money. Make your money work for you. Make your money do something. If you don't want to spend it on you, spend your money on somebody that's less fortunate. Do something with your money while you're living. Because I'm telling you, you have a lot of people that got money and they die. Hoarding up all of this wealth, all of this money, bank account looking real nice. And then they die. All that money is there, sitting. What a shame. Some of these guys got so much money, they don't even help their family members. They don't do nothing for nobody. They just gather money, hoarding up all the treasure. It ain't worth it nothing, man. That's why the scripture says, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Let's go.
You just decided.
Well, no, here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep? Nothing. Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's going to be fine.
You have to understand, Katt is serious at this point, but he have like a slight grin on his face. Willie D has a fake laugh that's going on. He's not really serious. It's a fake laugh. He's just doing that just to do that. But there is really no chemistry within this interview. You know, like how when you have an interview and it's just a flow. It's like a dance. There's no chemistry in this interview that shows that Katt really want to be there. He's just trying to get through the interview and I guess probably be as respectful as possible. But he looked like he never even wanted to be there. Like he just bored. Like, why did I even do this interview?
Let's go, Coach Prime. Yeah. Sounds like stop or something.
Look at how he's. Look at the posture of Katt Williams, fam. Check it out, man. How he's literally. Let me rewind it back for you. Let me see if I can get. Look at that, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't see that. Y'all can't see. The man is bored. Look at the posture of the brother, man. He don't want to be there. He's bored. So think about all you folks that watched the interview, how you were bored and you fell asleep. Think about how Katt felt sitting there the whole time.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me.
That was fake. That was fake where Willie D said, we appreciate you coming on the show. You could see it on his face that he's not sincere, fam. I can sense the energy right from the video, fam. I'm good at reading people. Very, very easy for me to read people, fam.
You're an icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would.
Notice that. He said you're an icon and a legend. He gave you your flowers, but watch what he do next. What he do next will surprise you. Let's go.
Spend time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions. So, yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
Wow. Man, oh, man. He said he have the worst questions, and he's an honor to be there. Really, that was him being sarcastic. He really don't want to be there. And he's literally telling you to your face that you suck at interviewing, meaning you fumbled the bag. You could have had a great moment, but you ruined it. Like, it's crazy, fam. Like, you were able to get a lot of good info out of that situation, and you messed up. And what's sad about this is that it's an old interview. So everybody that's viewing the live right now, the interview with Willie D and Katt Williams is an old interview. It's not new. It's an old interview that he previously done before the Shannon's interview with Katt. What happened was, during this particular interview, based on what we're seeing, he felt that Katt disrespected him. Not only that, he didn't want to deal with the controversy. He didn't want to deal with the possibility of Katt offending other people that he might be cool with. So he tucked away that interview and didn't want to release it. If he really thought that interview was the bomb, if he really thought that interview was going to be hot, he would have been released it. He released it when he saw that Shannon Sharpe had his interview, and he was like, oh, man, he beat me to the punch. I should have released mine. You know what? Let me ride the wave and clout chase. And that's what he did, fam. That's what he did. He held on the interview and decided to release it now. And what's even more sad is that he manipulated the people into believing that it was something new. He did this on his Instagram as well on his YouTube. On his Instagram, look what it says. Katt Williams is back and ready to break the internet again. Now notice that, again. So what is he really coveting after? He's coveting after the success of Club Shay Shay. He said that he got an interview that is going to break the internet again with a new explosive interview on Willie D Live. He falsely advertised this as if though it's something new. Notice what it says. Watch and listen as I ask Katt the questions you want answers to. Do you see that? So he misled all the viewers and made a misleading video title by saying Katt Williams goes in again, clears the air. Now that's really bad, because he said that Katt Williams clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie, because at no time in that interview did Katt Williams was speaking as if though, hey, I'm clearing the air after breaking the internet. That never happened. So a lot of you that watched the video, it was kind of awkward because you're probably like, this interview sounds off. Like it's not really today. Like you didn't get it. That's because the video is old. He used old material and manipulated the people, fam. Sad. He lied. He lied and misled the audience into believing it was new just to get the clicks. That's crazy.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Katt Williams.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyway, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's get those likes to 1,000. We got 1,000. We got 1,102 people in the building, fam. If you haven't clicked that like button already, I would really appreciate it if you click that like button, because it helps the video go through the algorithm, right? So, we're going to be back later on. I'm not going live later on. I'll be back later on with some uploads that I'm going to do. And, you know, to talk about this situation a little bit more and whatnot. But this was a good one. A lot of information shared. We broke down the videos. We made you see the truth that Willie D, in fact, was clout chasing. He tried to guilt trip the audience into accepting what he'd done by saying, what would you have done if you had the video? Would you release it? Because if you say you won't, then you're dumb and you're a fool. That's basically what he said. And that's not cool, because it's almost like you're saying we're supposed to agree with you releasing the video. No. If you did release the video, why not just tell the public it's an old video from the jump? Why you marketed the video like it's something new? Come on now. Okay, I'll give a few shout outs on this Cash App. Shout out to BK All Day. I think I shouted you out in the last stream, but I'll shout you out again. BK All Day for the 15. Detroit Go Getter for the $10 support. Edward for the 3. Katrina for the $5 support. Joseph for the 5. Edward again for the 3. And V-Dub Man Moderator for the $75 support. Right? I don't have the Inner World video on this particular system over here. I have it on the new system over on this side over here. I'm going to get it on this side as well. I got to transfer the file over here because I'm currently installing the new desk in the studio. So it's a wreck in here right now. But the wiring is almost done on this side. So hopefully in the morning time or whatever, I should be on this side doing the multicam live streams. But nonetheless, there's a lot more work that I got to get done. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all joining the stream. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of content to make and whatnot. We're just putting the truth out there. You know, you're going to have critics. You're going to have people saying, oh, you're a hater, you're jealous, all this other stuff. I don't care about that. We're going to do content. Content is what we do. You know what I mean? I don't care about the haters. I don't care about how you feel and all of that other nonsense. The point is, this man is a fraud. He lied to the audience. He clout chased. He misrepresented his own interview by misleading the viewers into thinking it was something new, so that when you clicked on the video, you were expecting that maybe it's going to be a continuation from the Shannon interview of something totally new and dynamic. But when you listen to the interview, it's like, what is this? It was awkward. Why? Because it's an actually old video. It's not new. You know, if something is new or old, if something is old, he should say it from the jump. This is an old interview, people. This is not new. This is not some new explosive interview. This is not Katt Williams clearing the air after breaking the internet. Those are lies. And you need to tell him that. That being said, we're going to get up on out of here. Ringo TV Reactions, we salute you. Peace and blessings to all the 9-to-5 workers, all the truck drivers, all the women in the salons doing what they got to do, all the mechanics, all the people in Home Depot, all the people in the fast food restaurants, everybody out there getting it in, doing what they got to do to get this bread. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the clothing department stores, everybody that got a job, everybody that got to deal with that traffic, dealing with them crazy supervisors. You know how it is. Salute to everybody out there, fam. Oh yeah, let's not forget the teachers. Shout out to all the teachers, the nurses, the doctors. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. So y'all be safe out there, man. Again, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, hands down. You already done know what it is. We out of here. Y'all take care. And the caregivers, salute. We out.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions,
The only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.